Welcome to Raise the Bar, where we meet with dancers from all over the world to get the inside scoop on the hottest dance styles. Tonight's guest is a dance teacher all the way from Morocco. Give it up for Morocco! Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We've got quite a show lined up for you today. First up, let's welcome our special guest all the way from Morocco, Aziza.
Hi everyone. Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Wow, Aziza, thank you so much for coming. We're so happy to have you on the show. So Morocco, that's like pretty far away, right?
Yeah, it's about 4,000 miles away actually.
Wow, now that's a long plane ride, am I right? Am I right? So, tell us a little bit about your dance background.
Well, like most professional dancers, I've been dancing for many years. I teach a Shikhat style dance class in my city back home, and that is for aspiring Shikhat dancers and also for people who just want to learn about the culture and the history of the dance form.
Now let's take a look into some modern Shikhat style dance like you might see in one of Aziza's classes. Wow, such a saucy dance. That's a lot of hip movement going on right there.
Yeah, it has taken me years to perfect that dance move. It can be a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work.
So, you said you like to touch on the history and the culture a little bit in your dance classes. Can you give us a little overview of that?
Yeah, of course. The Shikha is traditionally performed in private ceremonies such as weddings, circumcisions even, and sometimes big public festivals. You'll rarely see them in public venues though, such as clubs. They don't tend to dance in public like that. Shikha are mostly women, but are often accompanied by male musicians. They usually perform as small groups, but they do have solos within their performances.
That is so interesting. Are there any social stigmas around Shikhat dance?
Sadly, yes, the Shikhat dance is an important part of Moroccan history and celebrations, but the dance is also frowned upon. And it's not only because the women are independent, who work and spend time in the company of men, but also because they perform in public and they use their bodies to make money. And many of them don't have a choice, they're just too poor and they use this dance style to make money to feed their families.
Well, that is a shame. I am so sorry to hear that.
It's okay. As with many cultures, women are given a double standard as to what is and isn't acceptable.
Let's take another look at this dance performed in a little bit more of a formal setting. like a very exciting style of movement. What do Shikhat dancers typically wear while performing?
As you've seen in the examples so far, the traditional costume is a floor-length dress with a straight skirt, nothing too flowy, and most dancers have a belt at their hips to accentuate the movement that they're doing. The dresses also come in a variety of vibrant colors, and finally, it's not uncommon that the dancers have their hair down to express their femininity and their sexuality while they dance. We can go ahead and look at some examples.
Wow, would you look at that? I can see in these dance forms that the costumes are a really central part of the cultural background.
Absolutely. These costumes have been carried on for many, many years and are now known as the traditional Shikhat dancewear. In some performances, women will actually have trays of lit candles on their head while they dance, and especially in a group setting, this shows incredible skill and a masterful use of space. They're rapidly spinning their hips while they still maintain this perfect balance. As you guys saw in the video, it is all about the hip movement. The women are constantly twirling and hitting the beats with their hips, and in this group particularly, each one kind of takes their own time to be in the spotlight. There's a huge emphasis on using the hair, as you guys saw. The women sway their heads and their entire upper bodies in loose, flowing motions. It's also common to have varied arm positions and movements. As for the feet, there's a lot of shuffling on flat feet. Now, occasionally, women will go up on a heel or a toe to push their hips farther in one direction or the other. This dance is characterized by shimmying, fast-paced head movements, and twirling hips. It can also be performed at times on their knees while still moving the head.
Well, Aziza, it has been a pleasure having you on our show and learning a little bit more about Shikhat dance.
Thanks so much for having me. I had a great time talking to you guys about Shikhat dance.
As for you guys, tune in next week and we'll be diving right into the world of modern dance. Until then, keep raising the bar.